neutral. Come on. There we go. Took a couple times. Woo. All right, we want first gear. The steering is a little loose, but that's okay. Yeah. Make it out. There we go. Woo. A little more throttle. Second gear. Now we're moving. This is my 1948 Farmall Super A. Bought it from the original owner. It's a pretty cool story. He was in World War II, and then he came home and bought a farm, bought this tractor, did some farming. He had a decent farm, a couple acres, well, probably like 50, 60 acres, something like that. And then as time went on, he got older, he kept selling off more and more of it because it's in what's now just suburbs. And then a couple years ago, you know, he was in his 90s, and he decided to sell his tractor. So we bought it, brought it home. My plan was to use it to cut our field we have here. It's a couple acres, and it takes our Kubota just forever because it's a small deck. But got this deck off of another Super A, which I figured it would work, but for some reason the blades spin the wrong way. So I don't know if it's the belt or we're going to figure that out later, but I think I'm just going to get blades that spin the other way. If you're like me and you like old tractors and old cars and stuff like that, you probably also watch Bicycle Garage on YouTube. And I've made his shine juice before and used it. It works pretty good. It's a little sticky, but it's more like, you know, there's no set formula. Every batch you make could be a different outcome. But they finally started selling the shine juice, so I figured I'd give it a try and put it on YouTube. So it comes in this box, and comes with some cut up t-shirts. Patagonia t-shirt. Huh, wow, fancy. It's expensive. What's this one say? We got smartphone, smart move. So you get a bunch of old t-shirts to wipe it on with. In true Bicycle Garage fashion. That doesn't say anything on it. What else we got? Oh, that's it. And then you get shine juice. Let's check this out. There's not really any instructions on it. It just says obtain special instructions before use. And it does say that it's made at some place called Patina. I haven't looked into them, but we're gonna give this a try on this thing. First, obviously, gotta wash it. So we're gonna pull this thing outside, start power washing it, get as much dirt off as I can, and then pull it back in and we'll start trying out the shine juice. Well, I was gonna wash this over there in the gravel, but installed right here wouldn't start again, so I'm gonna wash it right here. So I'm gonna get some soap, got the power washer, soap it down, wash it off, should be good to go. So, time lapse coming up. So I can actually tell this tractor's been painted before. There's some runs underneath here. So, I mean, that could have been 50 years ago, but definitely was painted. And these stickers probably aren't original either. This one has to be original. I'm guessing they probably taped it off. You can kind of see where they taped it off. But this has definitely been replaced. Probably this one too. You can kind of see all some paint under there. But my My plan here is I just wipe these off with some Simple Green and a paper towel. These are really fragile. If I went at them with the steel wool, it would probably just take them right off. So I'm gonna hit them with the shine juice now, just the decals. And then I'll go to town on the rest of this with the steel wool and then do the rest of the shine juice on there. I think that'll be the best case scenario. So I think that's the plan. Smells really good. It smells like Gatorade, to be honest. I wouldn't drink it, but it smells like Gatorade. Let's see here. Doesn't look like Gatorade. Get a little bit here, just want to try it out. Doesn't seem like it's taking much of it off. I knew it would take a little bit off, but anything that touches this will take something off because there's really not much left. But that one looks really good. Definitely satisfied so far. Try to get these whites to come out a little more, but yeah, it's gonna wear through to the paint. Looks pretty good. Be interested to see if and how this dries. I'm gonna hit this last little decal back here. This one is pretty illegible, but we'll see what we can do. Looks like it was painted over, to be honest, and the paint wore off. Just says, be careful. Driving an old tractor. All right. I think it's as good as that is going to get. It's going to do the international badge on the front. I couldn't find any of those steel wool soap pads in the house, and I don't feel like going to the store. So I'm just going to use this Scotch-Brite I found should work just fine. And a little bit of water. The water out here so I get a big bucket. Just going to see how it starts off here. It's better already. I think I'm just going to work my way down here. See how that goes. I was doing this on a car or anything with even a tractor with better paint, I wouldn't just go at it with this. I'd probably use a lighter one first, but this paint's pretty roasted. What's interesting is you can actually see, I think this brighter red paint is the original paint, and this darker paint that's more oxidized is what they painted over top of it, what it looks like. It's probably not as good paint as what Farmall used, so it's just kind of degraded. Still looks cool though, so I'm not too worried about it. So just from the Scotch-Brite, you can see a huge difference. And I think when I put that shine on, it's gonna look really good. So I'm gonna do that first on here just to see the difference of before and after. This is just about dry, so I think I'm gonna start getting the shine ready. And then I'll continue on down that way. So I'm about to apply the shine juice. As much as I love using old t-shirts, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use a microfiber because I've got about 6 million of them. And I think it'll do just as good of a job probably, but you know, whatever. So let's give this thing a try. You know, I just can't get over that. It smells so weird and so familiar. It's like I don't know. It does not smell anything like I was expecting. Very sweet smelling. Let's see here. So I just did the top here, and I mean, what a difference. You can see before, after. Works great. And I've used, you know, the self-made Hope concoction before of the shine juice, and it seems to work just the same. So we'll see what it looks like when it kind of dries and evaporates up a little bit, and then do the rest here, and I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. Just wanted to show the difference here. So this is cleaned, but dry. And this is clean, dried, and then has the shine stuff on it. So you can see the clear difference of the shine and no shine. Just kind of dry and nasty, but this looks a lot better. So I'm gonna do the rest and see how it turns out. Well, this is just about the finished product. Turned out really good. This stuff works just as good as the stuff you make on your own. And I'm hoping it won't be as sticky, you know, with like dust and dirt and everything. It seems to dry a little better, so. But again, that could have been just the concoction that I made. They'll turn out different. It turned out really good. You can see this stuff works pretty well, especially when you look at the stuff I haven't put it on yet.
Like down here, like look how pink that is compared to, that looked the same before. And looks a lot worse. Like all this stuff down here I didn't do. I'm going to, I just wanted to leave a comparison. But all the decals turned out pretty good. I did just a couple things down here. Oops. The controls over here and all that. So it turned out pretty good. And this is a good example of what it would look like on actual paint. See, this is nice and shiny here, but didn't really have much paint left on this thing, but it still turned out really good. So I'm happy with that. And get my before and after shots and be done. I even put it on the wheels. I wanted to try, like I didn't clean these at all with this Brillo pad or anything, or the Scotch-Brite. I just kind of, well, I did power washed them earlier, but I just threw the shine on there to see what happens. It turned out pretty good, especially on this wheel over here. It looks really good. No, it's dark over here, but looks pretty good comparative to what it looked like before. I had it on things like just the generator and the air filter there, but overall worked pretty good. Well, I gotta say, this stuff worked pretty good. This thing's definitely shined up. I mean, looks great. It was about the result I was expecting. We'll see how it lasts. I'm gonna park this thing back over in the barn where it's dusty and dirty and see how the stuff holds up to that. So maybe I'll make a video update about that. Because I figure most people that use this stuff are gonna be putting it on things that sit in dirty barns. So we'll give that a try and see what happens. So is this stuff worth it? I think so. It's expensive, it's not cheap, and you can definitely make the stuff at home. So I'd be interested to see how this stuff once it like fully dries and kind of cures, I guess, if it still has any stick to it or anything. So is this worth the high price? On its own, just as a product, not including Vice Super Arch at all? Probably not, but you're supporting their channel, and that's really what you're paying the premium for. So I'm okay with that, because I like their channel, I enjoy it, so happy to support them. And then, you know, I get a good product as a result, so it works out. I mean, you can't, there's nothing you can buy at the store like this, so it works great. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, because I think I'm gonna have some more videos working on this tractor, because I want to get it going, get it working by the springtime, get these deck working, and get it going. We got a lot of cool videos coming up, so got the, there's a dump truck I got for free that I need to go get. It's just sitting in the woods. Got the Cross Wreck, which is a pretty cool side-by-side. It's actually a wrecked Subaru cross truck, but bought it for way cheaper than a side-by-side. So be sure to wait right around and check that out. Thanks for watching. See you later.